you know. And honestly, like, I think it's still one of the states that has, aside from, you know, Alaska, has the most uncharted land. Like, there is so much untouched land in Washington. It's kind of amazing. I gotta chew. I mean, maybe she was stretching hard. Ooh. 3 minutes, by the way. Dude, it's 3 minutes. Did you already hit 420 on your clock? Is mine slow? Oh my god, my clock on my desk is slow. Only by 3 minutes exactly, though. At least I know. Cheers. Honestly, Greg, and I say this in all seriousness, I know I sound really sarcastic all the time. It's just a problem. Right now, I'm being very serious. Anytime you go into a hospital for anything considered a surgery, which includes a blood draw, there is a box on your paperwork you fill out before you go in that says, I don't want any residents touching me. No students. Check it. I can't tell you why. You know, HIPAA, legal, whatever. Check it. You can verbally request it. You can write it in Sharpie on your chest. No students. I'm not saying students don't deserve to do shit and don't deserve to experiment, but not on you. Look for it. Please look for the box. If you don't see it, ask someone. It is illegal for them to let an unlicensed medical professional into the room, let alone touch you, if you check that fucking box. Period. I worked at a teaching hospital for a long time. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't ever let a student touch me. Ever. No, never. Never in a million years. Check the box. I know, my country is such a fetus. Yes, exactly, which Biffy said. Ooh, I'm gonna dye my hair like a lavender color. Oh my god, it's gonna look so fucking pretty. Oh my fuck, I'm so jealous. I cannot do pastels. Like, I just can't get my hair bleached to the level to pull off a pastel. I'm so jealous. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so fucking pretty. I'm excited. He ordered an ultrasound, scheduled my surgery, and now I shit talk him throughout the country. Dude, I mean, sometimes, unfortunately, that's the only way to get a shit doctor out. To assume the older generation hates the younger generation. Actually, the older generation are heartbroken that our children's happiness and life chances are being destroyed by the unrestrained greeds of corporations. You sound like my parents. Like, I know there's good people out there. I think it's honestly just angry people on the TV. You know, they might be the minority, but they're so loud and so angry. They always sound like the majority. Kind of like, I'm sure the majority of millennials look like, you know, freeloaders on Instagram just trying to be a model and make money off brands. Like, most people my age kind of like look like that's all we do is stare at our phone. I get it. It's always the angry, loud people on TV that are the ones that, it's the vocal minority. It's like the Tucker Carlson psychos. Like, they're the ones, and then they're the ones who villainize my generation. They're the ones who villainize all of them. Like, they use it, I think, as like political, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, fodder, I guess. Like, it's not true, but it gives us another reason to, even if only a couple people start arguing about it, like, that's enough for them. It's like little forest fires all over the place instead of one forest fire, which is gross. I mean, it doesn't make it right or good. I just think that that's kind of a thing they do. It's like lobbying the opposite way. Because my hair is so light as it is, dude, it's gonna look amazing. Even trying it would be stupid. I'd get like a coral color because of the yellow my hair dyes too. But I'm super excited. It's gonna be so fucking pretty. You have like the perfect skin tone and eyes for it. It's gonna pop. It's fine. I'm fine. Exactly. And a lot of the older generations that are powerful tend to be loud, angry, like, can you give me a definition of what a woman is? Like, that's what we see. And you're just like, that's who you're mom, that's the example of your generation on TV right now. You cool with this? And my mom's just like, fuck them all. I hate this. My mom gets really frustrated. She doesn't even watch it anymore. She's quite a hit. She has a bumper sticker that says dirt worshipping tree hugger, I think, on it. She really is a big old hippie. Oh man, I do that all the time if I was a dude. Get that nice shave. Oh, it just looks so relaxing. The back in the day things used to be great. I haven't heard that in a really long time. Thank fuck. Not from a real person, but I'm sure it's a mentality. I've never gotten cut by anyone doing my hair ever in my entire life. And they use some fucking sharp scissors. Like, bitches be skilled. My friend, actually my friend AJ, the one who like owns his own salon now and is all fancy, he told me a story one time. I asked him while he was doing my hair, I was like, you ever cut yourself? And he's like, oh yeah, one time I was cutting this lady's hair and I had my hand like this close to her head and I pretty much cut my finger in half. And you just keep your cool and be like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna grab some scissors from the other room real quick. I've got another pair. And then you go like repair your cut in half finger and then go on with your day and hope you don't bleed on them. Because you don't want to freak your patient out or anything, or your patient, excuse me, your client. And the loud young generation tends to be kind of stupid. Do you guys hear about this? The young Republican, whatever, recently coming out and being like, yeah, all the Republicans are having sex parties and doing key bumps of coke. The fuck? Like, I don't doubt they're all into some fucked up shit, but man, I don't even know if half of them have hips anymore. Let alone a car with keys. I don't know. Seemed like a stretch, maybe. I'd like to believe it because it's funny, the mental like lemon party image in my head. Oh my god, is that your state representative? Stop it, BDO. My heart. What an interesting interview to see in the morning. Comments always come from people who would have had, well, that's, oh my god. My favorite, like, the moment, I call them woke moments, but it's for me. It's like moments where my dumb white ass is woke up. I was watching, I think it was Tiffany Haddish being interviewed on like Jimmy Fallon or something like that. And one of the dumb questions was like, if you could go back to any time in history, where would you go? And she was like, nowhere. I'm black. And I was like, I'm so dumb and white sometimes. Like, and I don't mean my skin color, like just ignorant, I'm fucking ignorant. Why the fuck would anyone black want to go back in time anywhere ever? Ever? The fuck? It's just, moments where I truly realize like how unexposed, I don't know another word for it other than ignorant. It makes me feel very ignorant. Just shit you're not exposed to, I guess. Have fun, Greg. Be safe. Don't let strangers cough on you. Don't get sick. Don't be weird. Wear a condom. You're gonna have a bad time. And that's the thing, like, as a privileged white female, I don't think about that shit. That's where the ignorance comes from. It's very healthy to be aware of things like this so you don't ask your wonderful black friends stupid fucking questions. Although they might get a good giggle, depending on your friends. Last week I didn't do the shopping quick enough. Fuck. I miss certain things, which I'm sure everybody had their thing. Like certain things that I enjoyed, like for instance, I really miss renting movies. I know that's weird. I love the instantaneous nature of all the internet movie things we can pay for these days, but I do miss like Friday night, getting off work, going to Blockbuster, getting some fucking junk food, and picking out some shitty movies based on what the cover looked like. It was kind of exciting, like getting a mystery loot box in the mail. I miss that. I don't miss grocery shopping. I hate that. I order my groceries. It's just too many options. I get daunted. There's certain things I love the convenience of, but there are other things that are just gone forever that I kind of like. There's a weirdness to it I really miss. Horror movies, I mean, really horror and comedy back in the day. Like, you remember like the horror comedy genre, like Gremlins and shit. Those covers were batshit wild. As a lady, if you go back anywhere earlier in the 60s, I'm gonna have a bad time. I mean, I wouldn't go back in history anywhere just for the lack of menstruation, pain killing, and devices. I don't want to live without my organic Cora 100% cotton tampons ever again. Shut your... What the fuck do we do? Periods are gross. Like, I don't care what kind of hippie you are. You can be like, it's really beautiful to free bleed. No, it's not. Fucking sick. I need my extra strength Aleve with the arthritis cap so I can open it quickly in the middle of the night. And I need my 100% cotton tampons. And history does not provide. I'm out. I'm out. Oh, there's a population of wonderful people, probably with good intentions, who think that we should be proud to have a menses because it makes us a full moon goddess, and that free bleeding should be seen as beautiful and not as chunks of dead uterus lining falling down your inner thighs. I can't get past it. I've been going through this for years now, and I still think it's gross. I don't think there's going to be a moment where I'm going to be like, wow, beautiful. Probably not. I don't know. Maybe. Never say never. Yeah, Viata, like, there's nothing cool about it. Like, nothing. Nothing at all. Exactly. Like, there's no way you can make blood cool. You can't do it. It's going to be weird. I mean, being a woman is beautiful. Everything that comes with it's beautiful. The hips, the boobs, the, like, soft curves and all that shit. I'm gonna put my mouth on all of it. Duh. But that shit's not great. I meant to stun that dude. I clicked wrong. My bad. An idiot. Rod, thank you for gifting a sub to Mayo, you silly fuck. Mayo, you's a bitch. What up, my gay lover? Fuck myself.
Hi, gay.
I was on the right one and I changed. Fuck! Yeah, like, blood is blood. I mean, it's... Being a woman, I truly believe, is beautiful. By the way, I haven't said this today. Transgender women are women. Transgender men are men. Period. End of story. If you feel the need to fight with me, argue with me, or say something insulting, unplug your keyboard, walk away, do something else. Bye. Women are beautiful. But no one's going to be like, oh my god, what a beautiful clot. Stop it. We ain't... Nope. Oh, Lil is... Oh my god. Oh, she was humping like a fucking madman. You almost got to see it. Weird ass dogs. Speaking of, love is love, my dudes. I have my flag up. You can't see it's not low enough to see the top, but I've got my flag up right there. Vissy sent me that. It's beautiful. We got both of them up. I love that one. Love is love. Firm believer. And I don't believe you need to, as much as, you know, the disgusting periodness is part of being woman in my experience, I don't think you need to have been born with a period or uterus or clitoris or vagina to be a woman. Sue me.
Another one falls. As the seed falls,
Death makes me giddy.
hope blossoms.
Mansa Musa? Oh yeah, my mom used to reference him. She had a saying about him when I was a kid. Richest person who ever lived. The second was Augustus Caesar with an estimated wealth of 4.6 trillion in modern dollars, and Augustus is nowhere near Mansa Musa's wealth. Oh, and he gave a lot of it away. So much that he crashed the Egyptian economy. And he was black. I think that's a great point. Like, literally, the richest person in the history of humans was black. No one likes to acknowledge that. I know you probably know that. I just like to throw it in. Love is love. Trans rights are human rights. Happy trans visibility forever. I know it was a day a couple days ago, but I just like it to be forever. Just capitalism and how it affects human innovation, because it can be the biggest obstacle to the right answers. We can do green energy and automation in a good way. Automation, if we incorporate a universal income to compensate for lost job positions, absolutely. But neither of these things are being considered because it doesn't bring a profit. Oh, I know. I mean, you could literally just replace a couple words, and that's healthcare. It's really sick. Like most of healthcare, because heart surgery makes money. Unfortunately, because of that reason, they don't. Not a lot of money is dumped into clinics, pulmonary clinics, who want to help you not need heart surgery. Get out of congestive heart failure, teach you how to exercise, and according to your body and stuff like that. Like no money's put into that. And if you seek out an appointment with a pulmonologist, or a pulm clinic, it's going to be like 50 billion more times more expensive for the patient than getting a heart surgery, which is crazy, but it's true. Because it just doesn't it's sad, and that's kind of the way it's gone for a while. I wish people could be less afraid of things just because you don't understand, and a whole lot less concerned with the genitals of people they don't know. Can we cheers to that? I'm going to cheers to that, Adam. No one needs to cheers if you don't want to. I'm going to cheers to that because that is hard. I'm going to read it one more time for those in the back. Trans rights are human rights. I wish people could be less afraid of things just because they don't understand, and a whole lot less concerned with the genitals of people they don't know. There's a fuzz on my nose. Oh my god. That was hellscape. Fucking hard agree on that one. I've said personally for years, if you and I aren't going to have sex, which we probably are not, you have no concern about what's going on underneath these polyester layers, bitch. Peace. Love is love. Cheers. Oh, that's awesome, though. My sister learned a lot about that. She has a history, and she did a double major before her. She's such a nerd. I love her. She's so smart. She did a double major. She did a major in history and Latin. Those were her double majors before she went to law school. Psychotic. But she wrote her thesis was on the Amazons, like the real ones, and a lot of that was mentioned in it, which is why I know about it, because I would proofread her papers for her and go through and edit them. I like grammar and punctuation. It makes me giddy. And her papers were like 500 pages, like thick ass things that she couldn't reread even if she wanted to, so it was kind of refreshing to have blank eyes on them. I'm not an expert in them, just the grammar. The ExxonMobil and companies like it knew about global warming like decades before the public ever got to hear about it. But if they did help and talk about it, they would have hurt their profits. I mean, that's like cigarettes, right? Wasn't that the same with cigarettes? Like everyone was proving how bad they were for years, but all the companies were paying them off not to say anything. I think I read that somewhere. I'm not that old. I didn't experience it, but I think I read it. It's the 4 Fs. If you're not feeding me, fucking me, or funding me, fuck off. A fucking men to that. That's just glory. I mean, it's for real. I don't have like a horrible life, in my opinion. I think I'm okay. I struggle mentally a lot, as do most people. In no way am I special. But like, I can't fathom worrying about someone else and their genitals, let alone just figuring my own shit out every day. Like, it seems exhausting. It boggles me why some people choose a hill to die on that is just so, like, inherently evil and mean, for lack of a better word. Gross. Can you give me a description of a woman? I don't even remember how she answered it. How the fuck would you answer? Like, what? Tell me you're a transphobe without telling me you're a transphobe. For real, though. I love you, Anna Jean. I'm going to send you a picture of that camera. You're going to love it. It's beautiful. Have a wonderful day, love. A viable civilization. How the hell did they get so much crap made up about him? I have no idea. My sister doesn't either. That's the weirdest part. She did all these research and, wrote this beautiful paper on the Amazons and their economic culture and all this shit. It was amazing. Yes, they actually chopped their tits off, but only one tit, and it was to shoot an arrow. Better. Kind of like me in my golf game. But yeah, she was like, "There's no." It was literally just like Hollywood. Like, you know those early ass black and white movies where they started making movies about Cleopatra and Caesar and stuff? That's where it started and just proliferated. It's really bizarre. Ooh, a YouTuber? Their name's Mooncat. I love